Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Stacey. So I wanted to elaborate some more on my thoughts about the Celeste Rivera's Hernandez case. It breaks my heart, and well, yes, obviously David has the presumption of innocence. It's really someone, I suppose, could have stolen his car and put her in it, and then he just proceeded to drive it for the next few months without noticing the smell, even though the neighbors did. I do find it interesting that there were reports that the neighbors thought that they didn't bury their dog deep enough. Their dog had passed away. They thought it was their dog smelling. I think that's why he was parking the car down the street. But he was the last person seen moving that car 3 months after she would have been put in it, in the heat in California. I can't believe that it wouldn't have smelled by that point. So, I mean, I don't know how they're going to defend that case, because unlike Nick Reiner, he does not have a documented, at least publicly, doesn't, and he's still young. You know, he was 20, I think, when he committed the crime, if he is in fact the one that committed it, and I believe he is, and these are my opinions. And this is all alleged. He is charged. He has not been convicted. But I mean, if you look at his Atani character, his alter ego, whose name means pain, and the parents claim to be Christian, like that didn't. I'm a Christian. If one of my kids was walking around with that kind of imagery going on, we would be having a long talk. I would not be sending them out to LA, New York, or I mean, I live in Michigan. I wouldn't even be sending them downtown Detroit to, without my eyeballs on them. I don't know. I think that her parents have unfairly taken heat. They didn't even know how she died. The coroner report was sealed even from them. I mean, the police didn't even go by and sit down and, talk to them and tell them what happened. They didn't know until the rest of us found out, and that breaks my heart as a mother. I'd have been beating on the coroner's office going, you better tell me how my kid died, because I ain't going home, and you're going to have me arrested multiple times. Because I'm not going to leave. You're going to have to trespass me and have me arrested publicly, and then I'm going to keep putting it on Twitter. Like, I think that's horrible. It was the same thing in the Idaho case. And I follow Colby Ryan, and I know he is like getting ready to lay his brother and sister to rest again, finally. And he talked about that on his channel. Check that out if you get a chance at Colby Ryan. He's Lori Velo Daybell's son, only surviving child. And he's about to go bury his brother and sister again. Well, I think they're cremated, and I think he's going to release their ashes, but it's sad. Anyway, you cut it. But anyway, that's about my thoughts on it. And I haven't posted a lot just because it's such a sad case. And, a lot we still don't know, and what we do know, YouTube doesn't even want you talking about, although I, probably don't have a lot of subscribers or get a lot of views, because I do say words YouTube doesn't particularly want people saying. Like, I don't I'm not saying pew pew. I'm sorry. I'm 49 years old. If I need to say it, I will say gun. And that kind of stuff. It drives me crazy. And it does hurt you with your views. They won't put out content that, if you don't say SA, you don't say grape, which I find offensive. You know how many women I know? By the time you get to be my age, you know a lot of women who have been sexually assaulted, and that is offensive to call it a fruit. Because one thing, you might like, red grapes or green grapes or seedless grapes or seed-in grapes, but that is not the same thing as a violent attack. Two totally different things, and I'm not calling them the same thing, no matter how much YouTube may want me to. So, if you can, please like, share, and subscribe, because that's the only way that my content gets out. I do a lot of stuff on family dynamics, anxiety, addiction, as I'm hitting my nicotine stick and about to go buy some caffeine. But as well as talk about true crime. So please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.